by Ollie Cudmore. The bell goes. Del Carril just enough to advance it down the field. Now he opens up the tap on his horse and overrunning it there. Through comes Santos Merlos, shoots at distance and on angle. What a goal there from young Santos Merlos. Only 14 years of age. Number 3 on the board for Monterosso. Great field goal. They'll all go off and change. At the end of the first period, Fern Park lead 4-3 over Monterosso. Front door waiting there was Bassoni, but it's going to be picked up now by Hero Del Carril, who comes motoring down towards that goal mouth. Here comes the goal shot attempt from Hero Del Carril. Oh, what a play there from Hero Del Carril. He made no mistake. He balanced the pony he's on. Exxon took it under the neck, popped it away. Nice goal. He can't get a hold of it. What a strong near side backhand there by Hero Del Carril. And Santos Merlos, the young little whippersnapper on age only 14, picks it up nicely, sends it up to Alessandro Bassoni, takes it on the near side, swaps to the offside. Bassoni, the goal shot approach. The goal is good. Nice goal there from Alessandro Bassoni. And suddenly, Monterosso lead 5. Comes off a pony. Through comes Cudmore to pick up the ricochet. Cudmore, can he find the flags? Looks like he might have done. Little defensive shot by Hugo Taylor. He doesn't get it, and Cudmore puts it through. Tries to set it up for Hero Del Carril, and Hero Del Carril picks it up nicely. Hunting him down is Hugo Taylor. Hero Del Carril, in there comes Del Carril, and he puts it through. Hero Del Carril hunted down by Taylor, but Del Carril now makes it number 7. And the ball picked up now by Cudmore, challenged by Araja. Hero Del Carril saw that Santos Merlos was going forward for the pass. The pass is good. Can Merlos finish it off? He has indeed. And suddenly, Monterosso, fucking Pintaluga can't reach him. And it's Ollie Cudmore. Breaks clear. Can he finish it off? Unkind bounce. Cudmore says, no, I can do that. No problems at all. Number 9 on the board. Lovely goal there by Ollie Cudmore. And suddenly, Monterosso look very much in command. They had their first loss 6-2 to Park Place. Today they're leading 9-6 with seconds to run. There goes the fight.
Now he has Urquiza. He's gone past Urquiza too. He's on a bit of a flyer here. He's got first run on boat. The boss is there as well. There's a shot down towards the goal. Where's it going? Oh, it's underneath this horse. Hyde is there to help out. Brings the ball to the side. In there goes Cudmore. Backhand by Felipe. He may have sold the form on this one because Del Carril's got the break on the chasing Urquiza. Hero Del Carril for 5-4. It's Del Carril. Down the side he goes. He lets the horse run. He could be on a bit of a flyer here. Look at Del Carril go. Can he go all the way? This could be superb from Del Carril. It is. Beautiful goal. Oh my word. He worked the magic there.
To pick it up. Santos Merlos stroking it down the field. Merlos on the end of his stick. In comes Bassoni to support him, trying to take away Richardson. The shot by Merlos. Bassoni takes it on the near side. Goal is good. Nice paid there from Bassoni, puts it through, and that makes goal number 2 now for. Still has possession on a chestnut mare called Raquel as he advances down towards that target area. It's Santos Merlos pushing down there, leaves it behind, going to be picked up now by Jack Richardson. Jack Richardson comes in, and Santos Merlos, I think he put it in. Santos Merlos, he left it behind. I think Richardson behind him pushes it away from Pedro Harrison. Now has the goal attempt. In there comes Richardson. Santos Merlos though is there, and Santos Merlos put another one on the board. He got away from Jack Richardson. Number 7 onto the board now for Monterosso, coming to the stick of the young Santos Merlos. Up the corner, looks like he's hungry for goal number 9. Hero Del Carril approaches. In came Eugenio Imaz, and that will seal the deal for Monterosso. They move up to 9. They open up a 4-goal advantage. They lead by 4 with a minute to run. And the semi-final beckons for Monterosso. Good run of pushing forward. Still on the advance there. Now it's Tyrone, he still has it. Richard down there looking to get the equaliser. I think he's got it. Richard Tyrone puts it away, gets the equaliser in the second by Johnny Good. Johnny sends it up to the front door. The bypass is there, and it's John Paul Clarkin who comes through. John Paul was well positioned to pick the pass up, and I think he slotted it. Nice goal there from John Paul Clarkin. He made no mistake. Drives that one up towards the front door. Who can pick it up? The under the neck shot there from Johnny Good. And through it goes. A nicely taken goal there from Johnny Good. And a field goal for him.
The heap is Johnny Good, looking to try and get a hold of it, left behind by Good, sent down again there by Tyrone for John Paul Clarkin, getting the better of the chasing Blake Thomas. John Paul Clarkin, very good indeed, good teamwork there by the green team. Caliente, and Clarkin finishes it off. Tyrone has the call on the halfway line. Richard fires it downfield, big drive, trying to find his man up there. Johnny Good, near side, Johnny Good, oh, Johnny be good, he is good, isn't he? That was very, very good, nice indeed from Johnny, and they've equalised. No, they haven't, it's 4-3. Near side, next shot, Johnny Good, beautifully executed, the pass from Tyrone, superb. Hit out from the 60, little backhand. Harper didn't find much onto that, and Escobedo for a piece of a Clarkin's there as well. The pass by Clarkin for Johnny Good. Johnny can sit down, have a cup of tea, smoke a cigarette and still score, and that's what he's just done. Very good goal, very coolly taken. Johnny Good, 5-5. Game on, Cowell Park. Clarkin, can he find it? Left for Tyrone. Surely Richard Tyrone for the equaliser. He's about 10 yards out. There's traffic in front. Tyrone lets it settle. There's the shot to goal. Goal is good. Richard Tyrone tied up again. 6-6. You're love to drive with distance downfield. Clarkin's on the end of a so-too. Brody looked for a backhand, didn't find it. Clarkin will capitalise here. John Paul shoots. John Paul will score. Very good Polo. One touch Polo. That's all that was required. The pass by Tyrone initially. Clarkin just let it settle. One little tap towards the goal. Happy days. And ladies and gentlemen, they've taken the lead for the first time in the contest here. Have Caliente. They lead by 7-6.
Pushed up to Ed Banner-Eve, and Ed Banner-Eve's going to pick the loose ball up over on the far side. Banner-Eve has it, leaves it for Plaza. Up for the pass goes Machado. And back towards that goal mouth of Ojo Caliente. The Barden machine drills down on that goal mouth. Up towards the flags. Has he found them? Yes! From Banner-Eve to Machado. And Machado's got room to manoeuvre. Going back to cut off the corner is going to be Richard He's going to be Richard Tyrone. But Machado makes the approach shot good. It's looking very good. It's looking very good. In came the backhand. What a saving play there from there. Richard Tyrone opens the backhand, didn't get the length he was looking for. Plaza comes in, hooked out of it by Good. Clarkin takes the backhand, I think he's got it. Lovely play there. Blackmare Jenga really managed to put the brakes on and got there first of all. Picked up now by Richard Tyrone. Richard Tyrone calls off Anna Escobedo. Richard Tyrone shoots and another goal comes, and that was beautiful.
It's been amazing. I mean, worrying times in May whether we'll play at all, but thanks to all the staff at Guards and the HPA and everyone, they've got it underway and it's been pretty successful. I mean, here the grounds are playing better and better as the year's gone on, and we're all happy, and it's been a great conclusion. It's great polo still being played in September with the final of the 16 goal today, and then the Big Nations 12 goal with I think 16 teams in it to finish off the season.
As a player, do you miss people coming to watch? I mean, especially on a big finals day, or even if it's the Queen's Cup or whatever. I mean, as a player, every tournament, every sporting event around the world has been affected by this. So they're all playing indoors, nobody there. Do you miss people watching?
Oh, of course, and yeah, and I know the high goalers especially the high goal patrons say they've missed the atmosphere on the big days and people to celebrate with and show off with, definitely. And we felt it even in the smaller crowds in the lower levels, in the 15 goal and so on, that the Royal Windsor and things weren't what they used to be. But we're lucky to be playing, and we're lucky to be playing in such a great club. Oh, it's fantastic that because actually it's all over the world. We're broadcasting all levels, showing off our skills, showing off our great horses. I mean, the level of polo and horsepower in England, and from the 2 goal up to the 22 goals, incredible nowadays, and amazing grounds, especially at Guards. The grounds are getting better and better every year. And it's great to be able to show that off to everyone. If we can't show it off live, at least we can show it off online. I mean, Polo Cam are doing a great job. I mean, their coverage is better and better. They're trying, experimenting new things to make it all more up to date, more modern, more exciting. And the club and Polo Cam will grow together to create an amazing product. Yeah, well, we're in the Great Park, so the royal family wouldn't be very happy if we made it look bad. So we have to keep it up, looking as smart as ever all year round, whether there's polo being played or not. And it's looking fantastic at the moment, absolutely fantastic. We had the most amazing weather this year. We've been very lucky.
Will, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, and good luck in the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
I think we're very uniquely placed here in that we're 40 minutes from London, we're 20 minutes from Heathrow, and we're in the grounds of beautiful parkland of Dorchester Collections Coworth Park Hotel, which is one of very few, if any, 5-star hotels that offer polo as an activity that you can do as a guest. We also support Guards Polo Club, which is arguably one of, if not the best polo club in the world. I do a lot of the beginner training, and I train young up-and-coming professionals and families. It's a great family experience. It's something that you can do. Our horses are super safe, very responsive, and something we take real pride in, making sure that we have just the right kind of pony for the type of rider with the experience that they have. Nowhere else in the world can you book in for a polo lesson, whether you're a beginner or not, and you can play on the highest quality turf. We also have, as well as this wonderful backdrop of Coworth Park, we also have a lot of fun, and I've never done an experience in which the whole group hasn't left and they're all smiling, big smiles on their faces, laughing and joking with each other. Everybody gets to participate in one way or another.
It was amazing, but I'm actually exhausted now, so it was really, really good.
Absolutely, very, very nice.
Sorry? Well, hello everybody, and a very, very warm welcome to one of the most iconic venues in the world of polo, the Queen's Ground at the Guards Polo Club. We are here today live with Polo Cam in conjunction with Guards TV for the final of the Duke of Cornwall Trophy for 2020. The two teams are Monterosso in the white colours, Caliente in the green colours. We will give you the lineups in a few moments. And as you just seen on our little clip before the show, before we started talking live to you, some of the wonderful goals we've seen from both of these teams during the course of the tournament. It has been an incredible tournament, I can tell you. We've seen wonderful goals, wonderful horses, players. The standard has been incredible, and you also seen that little clip there, Will Emerson talking about the effort that the Guards Polo Club has made in order to bring polo to not just the people around the world, but especially to our social members here at Guards and to the players and everybody who's watching. I'm joined by my compatriot this afternoon is Major Jamie Hayward. He'll be having a few words with you. He'll be bringing you the horses in a few moments. Sorry about that, guys. Just a little bit of a technical problem. The two teams are out on the field. As I was saying earlier, the efforts that the club has made in order to bring polo to the outside world during these nasty times with this damn COVID. That's the only way I can describe it. Anyway, we must be positive. We are playing polo. We are on this magnificent venue here, and I'm going to hand over to my compatriot here for this afternoon, Major Jamie Hayward, who will obviously give you the horses and the lineups, and he's done a great job throughout the course of this year with the Queen's Cup, the Royal Windsor. Jamie, you've been superb getting the horses. I know people around the world love to hear about them, and so what have we got today?
Well, we've got quite a few ponies that have been played throughout. Maybe in the first chukka, Hero del Carril, he's playing a gelding called Henyo. This gelding has played really well in the first and last chukka. I've watched it quite a lot, and I'm sure that horse will be one to watch. Another very distinctive horse that you can't fail to miss of Richard Tyrone's is called Paddy. It's a black gelding. It's got a white stripe. He'll be playing it as a spare in the first and the last, and that again is a horse that has performed outstandingly well for him. Another very recognisable horse for Ollie Cudmore is a black mare with a white face. He played that very well indeed the other day. And then we've got horses from Alessandro Bassoni, a lovely mare in the second called Caro. Johnny Good with some really nice horses listed in the first. John Paul Clarkin with a well-known mare of his called Maggie. Santos Merlos with a black mare called Pank. There's a sort of flavour of some of them. I'll try and tell you, but I can tell you it's not easy when you've got your bays and your chestnuts, and there are actually no greys on the field today. Johnny Good normally comes with a couple of greys, but nothing for on a grey, which is a real shame because that's always one you can be absolutely certain you've got right.
Jamie, both of these teams, they really upped their game in the quarter-finals and the semi-finals. And one guy in particular who I want to keep an eye on this afternoon is young Santos Merlos, son, of course, of Sebi, a legend in the game, has been playing at the highest level for over 30 years. Santos has really he's come good, you might say. At the latter part of the season, he was outstanding in the quarters and outstanding in the semis. And for me, he was probably man of the match in both games. So whatever happens today, he's a player for the future.
Only 14 years of age, yes. He played in the Archie David as well. No, he's only 14.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
He's a real youngster. He played in the Archie David, and as you say, he's excelled coming through in these latter games. So, as you say, Santos Merlos, Sebi Merlos, his father's down there in the Ponylands. Sebi Merlos been playing with MT Vikings in the tournament as well. Siri Bassoni unfortunately went out in the earlier stages. But maybe a little word about how they've done in the matches so far, whilst we wait for them to come on the field. So, in the league stages, Ojo Caliente went down 6.5 to 8 to BHC. They went down to White Crane 9-10, and then they beat MT Vikings by 7 goals to 5. That meant that they managed to squeak into the quarter-finals, where they beat Baden in a thriller 5.5 to 5. And then in the semi-finals, they beat Tempest 6.5 to 4. So that's the lineup for Ojo Caliente. You can see them there on the screen. Ana Escobedo, Johnny Good, Richard Tyrone, John Paul Clark. And we'll do the introductions once they're all on the field. But for the opposition, for Monterosso, they went down by 2 goals to 6 to Park Place in the league stages. They then beat Fern Park 9-6. They beat Four Quarters 8-7. And in the quarter-finals, they beat BHC 9-5. But then the real upset, having lost in the league stages 2-6 to Park Place in the semi-finals, Monterosso then went and reversed that score and beat Park Place 7 goals to 3. It was a cracker of a match, Greg.
They really turned it on, Jamie, didn't they? And they gave them no chance with the ball at all. They're the current holders, 3 years in the last. They've won the tournament for the last 3 years, and they really put it to them here on this very ground.
But such a reversal, to go down by 4 and then to win by 4. They really excelled, Monterosso, and I think all of us went, wow. You know, Park Place were literally caught a little bit on the hop.
Absolutely, but for me, both of these teams are just coming to a peak because, as you say, they've lost a couple or whatever, but went down by 1 or 2, and now they're coming, especially in the quarters and the semis, and here they are, deservedly, both in the final.
Ojo Caliente only squeaked in by a smidgen on goal difference, having lost 2 matches, and then they went through as the 8th place team, played the first place team Baden and beat them. And as you say, they're reaching their peak right now here the 20th September at the Queen's Ground for this Duke of Cornwall trophy.
I'll tell you something else, Jamie. Ojo Caliente have had a hell of a season. They've won the Phoenician Cup. In the low goal they won the Roehampton. They won yesterday in Cowdrey, the Autumn League. That was in 12 goal, and they were beaten in the final of the Duke of Wellington. I mean, what a season for Ana Escobedo and her boys, as she likes to call them.
Absolutely. She really has had a magnificent season, as you say, been very successful. Ojo Caliente, named after a hot spring in Mexico. She's really had a tremendous run. And actually, you mentioned the Autumn League yesterday at Cowdrey, and the horse that I forgot to mention was John Paul Clarkin's horse Nova, which is an Elliston bred horse, and that was the best playing pony yesterday in the Autumn League, and he's playing it in the Post-chukka.
Wow. We can look forward to that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the two teams lining up. I'm going to hand you over to Jamie. They're down to our left-hand side of the clubhouse end. Take it away, James.
And thank you very much. Just one other word I wanted to quickly say. The horse that Ana Escobedo is riding in the second chukka, called Red Band, is the daughter of Gumboot, which is a very well-known mare of John Paul Clarkin's that won Best Playing Pony in the Coronation Cup twice.
Wow.
So and she's playing that in the second.
All the breeding is here. Great stuff.
So we've got our two teams lined up. They're going to parade now onto the Queen's Ground with our umpires for the day, Jason Dixon and Peter Wright. You couldn't have two better umpires. They umpire in the high goal, two of the quartet of four, the other being Julian Appleby and Timmy Bounds. So Jason Dixon and Peter Wright on the field with Ed Judge on the sidelines. So we have Monterosso in the white and we have Ojo Caliente in the green. They will come to the middle of the field and then come towards the cameras, and then I'll introduce the two teams before we go away. And you can just see coming forward there, that first horse coming through there, that is Henio, the horse of Hero del Carril, very distinctive gelding with a big high neck carriage, and this horse has really played well, and I picked that one out because I've been very impressed with the way that horse has played, and I know he'll bring it back in the fourth as well. Well, I thought they were going to do the introductions, but it may be that they've had a slight forget. That was the plan, but looks like they're actually going to start having called for the toss. We'll just wait and just make sure.
I think, Jamie, you may as well get on with telling the people at home who is playing and their handicaps, because I reckon they're going to get on with it here.
OK, we'll do that. I think they forgot about the parade. So, for Ojo Caliente in green, we have Ana Escobedo of 0 goals. We have Johnny Good at number 2 of 4 goals. John Paul Clarkin at number 4. Richard Tyrone at 3. Monterosso, Alessandro Bassoni 1. Santos Merlis 2. Ollie Cudmore in the blue helmet 3. Hero Carol Del Carril 4. Take it away, Greg.
Thank you, Jamie. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final of the Duke of Cornwall Trophy 2020. And John Paul Clarkin has the first play of the game. Bringing that ball into the opposite half of the field, the Monterosso half. John Paul, downfield he goes, trying to go past Alessandro Bassoni. He's on a bit of a flyer here, John Paul Clarkin. Right down the middle. Where's he going? Oh, can he get the final touch? Just wide. Oh, my word. They let him through there, didn't they? My word, Clarkin on a bit of a flyer. What's that horse's name, Jamie?
Well, he told me he was riding Nova. This is the trouble.
Nova, well, I know, yeah, but we'll call it Nova for now.
Well, it's a liver chestnut. And he, yes, it is. There we go.
Right, here we go. Knock in from the back line to be taken by Del Carril for Monterosso. Out to his right-hand side. Ollie Cudmore on a bit of a run over there, unmarked. Chasing him to his left-hand side is Richard Tyrone. Left behind there now, Del Carril again. Has he found it? No, over the top. Didn't get much onto that. Johnny Good is in there for a piece of the action. Del Carril gets it back. They're over the halfway line. Del Carril bringing it forward. Cudmore's in behind. Clarkin's there as well. Good's waiting in front. Del Carril will send this ball down. Pressure here on Ojo Caliente. Tyrone's back to defend. The touch around the corner by Tyrone, but in comes Cudmore. Can he find the angle? Yes, he can. Ollie Cudmore, first goal of the game for Monterosso. 1-2.5 to score.
Very nice mare that he's riding called Ghetto, a homebred horse of his, and you saw the cut shot there. The angle was really acute. Absolutely great goal. Lovely horse of his, Ghetto.
They're opening up here, aren't they, boys and girls? From the off, as we've seen throughout the course of this tournament, it's been superb polo throughout this whole championship. Umpire drops the ball down for Richard Tyrone to bring it forward for Ojo Caliente. This time he goes out to his right-hand side. Clarkin is there waiting for it. It is he who will pick it up on the halfway line. JP over the tops. Going back to defend there is Bassoni, the man from Milan. Correction, it's not JP, it is Johnny Good. Good. Little flick inside. And Escobedo's in behind. Taken on now by Del Carril. Look at his horse for his turn. Just checks up. He looks around to see where everybody is and fires it upfield towards the halfway line again. Coming in, Santos Merlos. Back to defend goes Tyrone with the open backhand. Nicely done. They turn around again. Del Carril is back to defend. Hero with the call. Clarkin will challenge him. He just checks now. Clarkin in unison with him. Anna Escobedo taken care of there of Cudmore. The hit by Del Carril. Johnny looks like he has it covered. Merlos is there as well to try and hustle Johnny. Backhand by Johnny. Just didn't get a whole lot of that, and it was straight, and it is Clarkin trying to get it up there, but back to the thing goes Merlos. Johnny has it again. Occo Caliente trying to come forward here. Cudmore's back to defend. Ollie with the ball. Johnny's pressuring him here. Ollie, Cudmore, Johnny Good. Cudmore's getting away from Good. He's on a bit of a runner here, is Cudmore. And up to the halfway line he comes. Johnny's still chasing there out to his right-hand side. Cudmore will try and check and go infield if he can. Del Carril's gone for the pass, and there it is infield. Looking for Del Carril going in there. Anna Escobedo in company there with Bassoni. Bassoni on the near side. Clubhouse corner beckons. In there goes Richard Tyrone also. The right off is strong by Tyrone. Little flick over to the far side. Takes it out to the boards. Gets it away from the goal. Good play, Tyrone. Good defensive work here from Occo Caliente. They're over in the heap over in the far side, and I believe I've heard a whistle. They've stopped riding. We'll have a look at the replay on that, but they're in a heap. And Jamie, I'm not going to put you on the spot, but you can tell us what you think you may have seen.
Well, it looks like they came down onto the board, and from what I can see, the green player seemed to have just turned there, and they're going to go for the opportunity for a free change. I'm just waiting to see where the umpires pop that ball down. They're actually not making a very swift decision. The ball actually is on the spot, and I think what happened, the green player may have turned and the white player came into him, having already established himself on the right of way. Spot hit in defence, foul by White.
Well done, Jamie. Ball taken downfield. There's 3.5 minutes remaining in this chukka. Upfield they go. Here comes Clarkin trying to get the break here. JP Clarkin, away he goes. Can he get the first goal on the board for his team? Occo Caliente still there with JP, but coming in Good. Little flick there by Good. What a play by Ollie Cudmore. Saves the day. JP there with... Looks like it is Del Carril far side. What a saving play by Ollie Cudmore. Superb stuff, Monterosso. And it is Del Carril fires that ball up. Alessandro Bassoni is free over on the far side. He's on the halfway line. Rapport goes back to defend. Bassoni was called off by Del Carril in behind. Do we have a whistle on the play in behind? We do. It was Del Carril who was going forward there. They're all over on the far boards. Bassoni was called off initially. Whistle is blown. We'll have a look at the replay.
Well, I'm just watching that replay there, and it doesn't look like we managed to get the infringement, but they're giving a spot hit the other way, so there was a foul as they were going forward, Greg, and Occo Caliente have the foul in their favour.
Right. 1-2.5 to score. Less than 3 to play in the opening chukka. It's a spot green. Good, fast, open polo on the Queen's ground. Superb.
Just to tell you, I mentioned that horse of Richard Tyrone's to look out for, Paddy, a black horse with a white stripe.
It wouldn't be an Irish horse, would it, Jamie?
Well, how could you have a horse called Paddy with an Irishman riding it? And you're absolutely right, that's Paddy he's on now.
Right, Tyrone and Paddy, here we go. Just waiting there with him is young Santos Merlos. Tyrone fires it downfield. It's a big hit, looking to find Clarkin over in the far boards. Del Carril will go in to challenge him. Del Carril will get there first. Hero Del Carril turning the ball in company there with John Paul waiting. They're just waiting to see what's going on. He's waiting to see what's going on in front of him. Little pass upfield. Ollie Cudmore had to reach from that, and he's getting away from Johnny Good. He's over by the Royal Box, and he's into the half of the Occo Caliente half. Still with Cudmore on the near side. Nice play by Cudmore. Still going forward. Good's looking for the hook in behind. I think he's got a hold of it. In comes Clarkin, taken on by Merlos. Backhand Clarkin, strong, trying to find Tyrone. Back to the fend goes Bassoni in company with Del Carril. Del Carril, what a backhand by Del Carril. Long and high, downfield, but Clarkin is there for Occo Caliente. Oh, has he made a mess of that? He just has to check. JP, across field he takes it. One of New Zealand's finest. Clarkin into the ball in left-hand corner, taken on by young Santos Merlos. This boy holds no fear, this 14-year-old. And we have an umpire's whistle on the play. Merlos going in, and it looks like he may be injured as well. He looks like he's in considerable pain. We'll have a look at that on the replay.
Just look at it there. In comes Merlos. And I think it may have been the horse's head that caught him of JP. Unfortunately, it looked like he put himself just over that right away, and his horse's head looked like JP's horse hit Santos Merlos, but it looks like he's okay, nothing too worried about. JP in this chukka, he got off that Nova mare I was telling you about, has jumped on to a gelding, United Kingdom bred horse called Tinto. We have a few geldings. I told you that Hero del Carril was playing a gelding, but no stallions due to play today.
Tyrone from the spot, deep in his own half. Merlos will wait for him. Tyrone lofted drive. Has he put her over the side? Is coming very close to the board. Tyrone, the ball stays in field. Look at Del Carril taken on there by Johnny Good. Del Carril turning it. Cudmore's there to help out. John Polo is there as well. Now the ball sent in field and it takes a little deflection. Johnny Good gets it. Caliente have control here. Cudmore's in front. Del Carril's behind. Big drive by Good. Beautifully executed. Looking to find teammate Richard Tyrone in company there with Santos Merlos. The ball down towards the goal mouth. Young Merlos has to play it backhand. What a play by Merlos. Unlucky off the horse. Tyrone checks and turns. Tyrone on Paddy. Can he go all the way and make it 1.5 to 0 to 1? He goes in. He's found it. Richard Tyrone. Paddy did the job, and it is Caliente 1.5, Monterosso 1. They worked hard for that, Jamie. A hell of a goal.
Well, it's always nice, lovely go. Always nice when you mention a horse. Now, the thing about Paddy is he's not particularly fast, but as Richard told me, he's a real workhorse. He plays him 2 or 3 half chukkers, and you can always rely on him to get him there. And you saw there, great goal.
Great pass initially from Johnny Good, has to be said, on the board. As the ball taken back into play by Del Carril. Little lofted, weighted pass outfield for Ollie Cudmore. Tyrone can't go in there. Cudmore has the call. Ollie's over by the far side to the empty stands here at guards. Tyrone trying to steal it away, and it looks like he may have done some good there, Tyrone. Now Cudmore goes in, and Monterosso have lost control here. He looked for a big one. Here comes JP. Clarkin looks to fire it towards Johnny Good. Didn't get the shot he wanted. Good would have been off to the races. But the ball taken on now. It looks like it is Del Carril, far side. Merlos in there for a piece of it. Goods in there hustling as ever. Johnny fires it in field. Tyrone is there again. Paddy's on the charge again. They're in front of the goal. Bassoni goes in. What a play by Alessandro Bassoni. The check and turn. Coming in Merlos turning around the ball. It is Johnny Good. Backhand. Clarkin is going towards the goal. Cudmore. What a play by Cudmore off the goal line. Oh, this is wonderful on the Queen's ground. In comes Tyrone again. The pressure here in Monterosso is intense. They're under siege. Oh, he's lost control. Oh, and it is Del Carril trying to bring it away. We have a whistle in behind. The play has stopped. What a run of play by Caliente, Jamie. They're really putting it to Monterosso.
They have. First bell has actually gone, went in the goal mouth, and so we're now into the extra time. Probably now there'll be literally 5 seconds added on, because I can't believe there was more. So they've got the wind coming across the Queen's ground, not down it. But I suspect for that penalty 5B from the middle of the field, they're going to have a crack, because they've got 5 seconds minimum in which to put it away. But as you say, the pressure by Caliente on that Monterosso goalmouth, pretty intense.
And great defence, I have to say, for Monterosso. The green team just couldn't find the bullseye. Well done to Monterosso for sustaining that, or keeping that pressure at bay. Right, Jamie said there's very little time remaining. I didn't actually hear the first hooter. And it's huge from Del Carril, but the hooter has gone, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the end of the opening chukker in this Duke of Cornwall Trophy final for 2020. The scoreboard reads, Caliente 1.5, Monterosso 1. The half goal separates them. What a chukker.
It was indeed. There was one horse I didn't manage to mention, because Johnny Good was doing a lot of work off the play. He was riding a US horse in that chukker that came from Zakara called Illicit. But it's always nice to see. We've got New Zealand horses here today. We've got lots of Argentine horses, Ellison-bred horses from Australia, quite a lot of UK homebreds, some retrained race horses.
Don't forget the Irish horse,
well,
Jamie.
I was coming to the Irish last. Actually, not just Paddy, but I can tell you Richard Tyrone is playing 2 or 3 others. He comes from Ireland himself. He's got a homebred as well as some thoroughbreds. So we got horses from all over the world, and it's great to see them still playing at the end of what has been a very intense season, squeezed due to these COVID conditions into 3 months rather than 5 months.
Jamie, we've said it in the past, and I'm going to say it again. People are probably sick of hearing it, but I don't give a damn. The ground staff at the Guards Polo Club have done an amazing job, as they have, as the staff basically in all of the clubs. As Jamie said, the season condensed, if you like, but this Queen's Ground playing as well as ever for this final, and we're into the 20th of September now. We've seen so many games being played here over the course of this squeezed season, and well done to the ground staff. They've been superb.
Absolutely. You get a chance to see all those replays on what was a very intense chukka. And I just thought whilst those replays are going on, you get a little flavour of the plays. I can tell you a little bit of history about the Duke of Cornwall. So the Duke of Cornwall's trophy was first started in 2002. It's named after the courtesy title of His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. That title of the Duke of Cornwall was created back in 1337 in the reign of Edward III on actually the 17th of March. And the first holder was the Black Prince himself, Edward of Woodstock, the Black Prince. And that was established then to provide an income for the Princes of Wales ever since. Today, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales is, of course, the current holder of the title, and his son, the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William, will inherit the title when the Prince of Wales ascends to the throne. One of the interesting things under the Prince of Wales, the initiatives, he's had two wonderful developments called Poundbury and Nanslaven, and I'm going to give you a little bit of trivia here, Greg. In 1995, the Duchy granted a 99-year lease of uninhabited Isles of the Scilly, plus untenanted lands of the 5 inhabited Isles to the Isles of Scilly Wildlife Trust. And do you know what the rent for 1 year from the Duchy of Cornwall was to that Wildlife Trust? Have a guess.
A penny.
No, a daffodil. So there you go. A little bit of trivia to lighten your day.
A daffodil. Oh, well, springtime.
And only a single one. There we go. I'll have a little bit more trivia in the next break.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, players back on the field for the start of the second chukka in what is a very, very tight contest here. Just the handicap divides the two teams, separates them. 1.5 Occo Caliente, 2-1 Monterosso. Monterosso will take possession from their 60-yard spot to restart this second chukka. Ball taken out by Del Carril. Little pass upfield to Ollie Cudmore, who's unmarked here, Ollie. Johnny Good's in behind there with Del Carril. Oh, Cudmore went over there, didn't get a hold of it and hit the ball behind. Good will get control here for Occo Caliente. He's on the boards. Ollie Cudmore will challenge. Good, just having time to look around. John Paul goes in behind him, and the umpire has said use it, and John Paul will have to make a big effort here to bring it across field. Now he look for a big drive, and there it is, John Paul clocking in field down there towards that Monterosso goal. Tyrone was on there, turning sharpish, going across in front of him. He couldn't help himself, was young Santos Merlos. It looked like Tyrone had the right of way. Merlos came across in front. Jamie, is that correct on the replay? That's what it seemed to me.
Just looking at it here, there you go, coming down. Yep, I think you got it correct there, Greg. They're going to advance it up. And just whilst we get that chance, I was telling you about that horse of Anna Escobedo's. Look out for the horse that she's playing in this chukka. It's a black horse, and as I told you, it was the daughter of a very well-known New Zealand mare of John Paul Clarkins called Gumboot. I remember Gumboot being the best playing pony in the Coronation Cup and played right the way through.
So do I, yeah.
I think he played until he was 16, that mare, and this is her daughter that was actually brought as an embryo, produced as an embryo here in the United Kingdom. A nice little touch, don't you think?
Absolutely. Right, it's a penalty 3, 40 yards, and Richard Tyrone is going to take it, and it's a chance for Occo Caliente to go 2.5 to 1 with a 1.5 goal advantage. He shoots, it's along the ground. The goal is good from Tyrone. Beautifully done, it's snuck into the bottom right hand corner, and it is Occo Caliente first blood in the start of this second chukka. I'm laughing here. Jamie's umbrella has taken off in the wind. He looks like Mary Poppins here. Oh dear. Anyway, we have a game to commentate. Right, Jamie, get control of yourself there, boy. Right, here we go. Monterosso from the 60-yard spot. Hero Del Carril. Bringing the ball forward. Waiting as ever is Johnny Good. Hero decides to run this one on his own. He's up to the halfway line. Good. Cuts come behind. Hero down the side he goes. Now the challenge will come from John Paul Clockin to the left. Will he ever go for a next shot here? Hero Del Carril, the approach is looking sharp. John Paul will try and meet him off at the pass, and that's what he's done. Backhand JP Clockin, beautifully executed, coming in now, will be taken on by Ollie Cudmore. Around the corner he goes, trying to get away from Johnny Good. Merlos in there as well. It's Cudmore infield, near side. Cudmore, will he have a go? Cudmore, can he find the angle? Takes a little deflection over to the left hand side. Johnny goes over the top. Tyrone's in there. We have a whistle in the play. Bottom left hand corner. They're in a bit of a heap. I was inside it. The whistle's gone. I've no idea what happened.
Well, because I became Mary Poppins and got elevated, we've lost the shade over the tablets.
Good job it wasn't me hanging onto that umbrella, Jamie. I'll be over the clubhouse by now.
Well, probably would have lifted you neatly over the fence, as you say. Anyway, joking aside...
It's a spot green. Tyrone brings it forward. Lets it go along the ground out to his left-hand side for JP Clark and Anna Escobedo there. Good work by Anna, taking away Cudmore. And now the ball taken on, or I should say JP taken on by Alessandro Bassoni. Big hit by Clark and downfield for Johnny Good. Del Carril is there. Going in also will be Santos Merlos. The whistle blows. Merlos coming in there with Johnny Good, who had the right of way. The play is stopped.
Well, just looking at it there, trying to catch it on the tablet, looks like it'll be a spot. The advancing player causing the infringement, and they're going to give a spot for Monterosso. It'll be Hero Del Carril who's going to take the strike, and he's riding a chestnut in this chukka called Ilusa.
2 minutes gone in the second. 2.5 to 1 to score. Occo by 1.5. Del Carril. Little pass out to the left-hand side, trying to find Cudmore. The board beckons for Ollie. Waiting is Clarkin. Good is with Del Carril. They slow it down a tad now. Del Carril's gone forward. The hit by Cudmore just takes a little deflection off Johnny Good, who has to take it back towards his own back line momentarily on the near side. Now he looks for the backhand downfield along the boards. Del Carril's there, so is Tyrone, and Del Carril will have possession for the white team Monterosso. Hero, they've all gone forward for a pass, and there it is. Pressure now, and Loco Caliente is going across the goal face. Where's it gone? In comes Santos Merlos. Backhand Merlos till they go over the back line. Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in! Would you believe it? Ladies and gentlemen, where the hell did he pull that out of, Jamie Hayward? I've no idea, but it's gone in. The flag's gone up. What a backhand. Santos Merlos, 2.5 to 2.
Wonderful. You saw the acute angle there. Could only have been 6 inches from that back line. And I told you this young Santos Merlos, we both agreed, have been growing in strength in all these matches. And you just saw the example there. Lovely goal by the young Santos Merlos, watched proudly by his father, Sebastian.
Occo Caliente are stunned with that goal by Merlos. The ball, little deflection there. Going over to the far side, Tyrone, he's giving the ball away here, and it is Merlos over the far side again, looking to try and get a hold of it. Infield he goes, still there, the ball now in behind. Who's got a hold of it? Just losing it here in the bright sunshine. Do we have... No, in behind. Cudmore has it. Cudmore looking to go forward. The pressure here on Loco Caliente. Good is there. So too Merlos. Where's it go? It's gone in. They've got another one. And I think it was Cudmore who got the final touch onto that. And again, Occo Caliente stunned by Monterosso. The attack in the opening part of this second chukka. They now have the advantage. 3 goals to 2.5.
Just having a look there on the replay, I think you were right that the final one came from Ali Cudmore. He's riding a black man, this chukka, homebred called Reggae. Not quite sure that we explained that half-goal advantage at the beginning because we were a little bit rushed. Just to tell you that Occo Caliente only 15 goals, therefore there was a goal advantage, 4-6 the difference, half a goal on the scoreboard.
Tyrone being pressured by Santos Merlos. The ball pulled over to the far side for John Paul Clarkin. What will Occo Caliente do now about this? 2 goals in quick succession from the team in white. There's the pass upfield, lofted drive, looking to find Anna Escobedo, going in there also. Oh, going across there. We have a whistle on the play. We'll have a look at that. And the white team were advancing at the time, and they're heading down towards that green goal again. It's going to be in favour of Monterosso.
Well, you saw there in front of the royal box, the infringement occurred on the halfway line, so that's why the umpire's pushing it up to that 5B position. Just to say, they've got that half a goal advantage, and just to explain again, there was a 1 goal difference on handicap, but being only a 4 chukka match, that's why you take 4-6 of the difference. So that means we will finish the match on the first bell of the last chukka. There will be no extra time. Great chukka they having Monterosso in this period, Greg.
They're putting the pressure on. They've stunned Occo Caliente with that goal from Merlos in particular, and then Cudmore with another one in quick succession, as I said. And now they have a chance to make it 4 to 2.5, with a penalty to be taken by Hero Del Carril from 60 yards, penalty 4.
And Hero Del Carril, he's coming in on a very pale, recognisable chestnut mare called Bomba.
Right, Bomba. Let's see what you can do here. And Del Carril It's sent in along the ground, takes a deflection off Johnny Good, is going out to the left-hand side. It may be a safety 60 here. I think it came off Good's mallet, and they will get a second go at this. Yes, safety is called off Good's mallet.
Johnny Good up there in the firing line, always not a nice place to be, and he's riding a black mare in this chukka called Certain, an English horse. And Johnny, I tell you what, Greg, Hero del Carril can really belt that ball. I wouldn't want to be standing there 30 yards away.
It's a brave man that stands there in front of him, I can tell you. Here we go again, Del Carril. Can he get a bit of height on it this time? Can he find the accuracy this time? And give the green team no chance of stopping it. Here we go, Del Carril. Hero. Sent in again, it's going towards the goal, it's in the goal mouth. They're in a heap in the goal mouth too. Can they stop it? I don't think they can. The flag is good, the goal is good, and it's another one. Alessandro Bessoni it was who got the final touch. Thank you for that, Jamie. Thank you so much.
So you get the chance to see it here on the replay, coming into a little huddle. There you see Alessandro Bazzoni. He's the man in the white helmet. He has his sticker off, so he says he's got the right of way. They clear, and a little tickle puts it through number 4 on the board for Monterosso.
Right, the reply by Occo Caliente, but he has to be swift and sharp here, coming up towards the end of the second chukka. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the chukka. Tyrone on the near side, getting away from Hero del Carril. It is Richard Tyrone. Downfield he goes. The approach looking pretty smart. Near side drive. Del Carril goes back. Tyrone again. Tyrone! Oh, what a goal! Richard Tyrone. Boy, did he fight for that. Superb. I see his wife's down here. And his little daughter Nancy is even clapping as well. Beautiful play. What a play. Richard Tyrone, 4 to 3.5. Occo Caliente back into it.
Just looking the way he changed from one side to the other. Look at the way he reached out on the near side. And he's riding a horse called Monkey Puzzle in this chukka, which I know he favours, loves this horse. It is a homebred of his. And you could see the way he reached out there, homebred from Ireland, managed to take it on the near side and pop it away. So Richard Tyrone with a beautiful answer to that little run of goals from Monterosso gets Occo Caliente.
That's what
right
they needed, Jamie, yeah, because otherwise, if they got another one, they would have been in deep trouble.
They'd had 3 on the bounce.
I was going to say something else there, but I stopped myself.
I know you get a little carried away at times, Greg.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Anyway, just to slow things down. So they had a little run there, 3 goals on the bounce. They needed, as you said, that one back. And Richard Tyrone, and as you say, his wife went mad over on the right here today, watching her husband.
Just looking at John Paul Clarkin and the umpires. I don't know what's gone across the field there. Is it a bandage or something? Not too sure. John Paul and the umpire. They're back on now. They've remounted. And we'll get on the way. 1 minute dead remaining in the second. Coming up to half time.
Just a
4 to Monterosso. 3.5 Occo Caliente. Anyone's contest here. Del Carril from the 60-yard spot brings the ball back into play. Cudmore's gone up the middle. They're all up the middle at the moment. Waiting on Del Carril is Johnny. And there's the drive again by Del Carril up over the halfway line. Anna Escobedo will be taken on there, called off by John Paul Clarkin. Backhand Clarkin, superb. Finds, look at this. It is Tyrone who's free. The hit by Tyrone. Can he send it up towards Johnny Good? In goes Del Carril along with Santos Merlos. Good work by Merlos. Takes the man to the right and leaves the ball free for Del Carril. Very good play by the young 14-year-old. Del Carril has the call over by Clubhouse. The Clubhouse on the boards. He's just waiting to see where everybody's going now. He looks to go down the side here. Again, he's helped out by his teammate, keeping Richard Tyrone at bay. Still slowly but surely. The pace has slowed down a little bit now, and now he wants to get a shift on. Johnny Good looks for the backhand, didn't find it. Can he stop him from going forward? He's doing good work here, Johnny. Coming in, do we have a whistle? And the player was inside it, but the umpire, he was right in my line.
I can tell you what happened there, Greg. Unfortunately, Richard Tyrone's bandage has come off, and I could see that flapping around. And so the whistle has gone on. I'm not absolutely sure that he knows at the moment. Now, yes, now the umpire has seen it. So the whistle went, both, I think, for an infringement and also for dangerous play. You can obviously imagine when you've got a loose bandage, you don't want to be galloping. Otherwise, you could have a nasty injury. But they're advancing down the field. So besides the bandage, looks like the penalty going in favour of Monterosso, as you say.
Looks like Del Carril may have made that penalty. He's done good work on Santos Merlos again, keeping the green team at bay, Jamie, and letting Del Carril do all the work to bring it down the side. And he duly got the foul in their favour.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that horse again of Hero Del Carril. He may have actually changed off it now. No, he's still on it. Bombo, very distinctive, good-looking chestnut. Palest chestnut, in fact, I think I've seen in quite a while.
Are you sure it's not clipped?
Could be. It could be. There's a horse that Richard Tyrone's going to play in the last called Isaloo that always looks like it's clipped, a chestnut that actually he bought from Ollie Powell, who's going to be playing in the next match in the amateur tournament.
Right, here we go. Del Carril from 40 yards, penalty 3, looking to make it 5 to Monterosso, 3.5 to Occo Caliente. The first hooter is imminent for this second chukka. Del Carril, they can try and stop this. It's along the ground. Can they stop it? No, they can't, is the answer. The goal is good. The arm is raised by the umpire and the flag is waved by the goal judge. And it is Monterosso again who have regained that 1.5 goal advantage. They will restart from the 60 yards, Occo Caliente.
First bell has gone.
The first bell is gone. Thank you, Jamie. I don't hear it when I'm muttering away here to myself, trying to tell you what's happening on the field. So, precious little time remaining. Coming towards the end of the second chukka. Tyrone fires it upfield. That's what he had to do. We know this time is minimal. And there is the final hooter, ladies and gentlemen, of this second chukka. And what a chukka it was. We've seen Monterosso in the early part going into the lead here. And then we've seen him at the end also, the penalty by Del Carril, but it was a sensational goal from Richard Tyrone on the near side, and how that horse checked in the goal mat, I'll never know, but Tyrone found a bullseye. Scoreboard reads here after 2, Monterosso 5, Occo Caliente 3.5.
Well, a chance to have another look at those replays, a little bit more trivia, if you would like to hear a bit. The Duchy of Cornwall, when they proposed the loyal toast in the Cornwall, they toast the Duke of Cornwall. Just like in the Channel Islands, they toast the Duke of Normandy for the loyal toast. So there's another little bit of trivia. It's about 135,000 acres in extent, the Duchy of Cornwall, and we are so very honoured that His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, the current holder of the Duke of Cornwall's title, allowed us to use his title for this tournament. So back in 2002 was when it was first played. In that year, Symbolic Atlantic won it. And this afternoon at 3 o'clock for the subsidiary, BHC will be playing against Polo Performance. And BHC won this tournament in 2008. As you heard from Greg, the last 3 years it was won by Park Place, but they went out to Monterosso in the semi-finals, so it won't be number 4 for them, but it will be the winners of this match. We'll be looking for the best playing pony and the most valuable player. Last year, Barto Castanola playing for Park Place. I think he was only 17 years of age at the time. He won most valuable player, and a pony that he was playing called Once was the best playing pony. Back in 2017, Juan Britos' pony, Aguada Distinta, was the best playing pony, and that pony has played an awful lot in the high goal, and we've seen it excelling throughout the season of 2020. So 5 to 3.5. We'll restart the second half. And looking out in the second half, I know that nice black gelding that Richard Tyrone was playing will come back again. Also, Henyo, the gelding that Hero was playing. I'm just looking through. There's a very distinctive horse of John Paul Clarkin's due out in this chukka called Limelight. That's a Lovelock's bred horse. And besides Lovelock's bred horse, we've got an awful lot of Argentine horses. A lot of the Monterosso horses come from Argentina. Ollie Cudmore's had a couple of homebreds. He played a homebred in that last chukka called Reggae. And I'm just looking. I mentioned to you about Red Band, the horse of Edna Escobedo, which I think you may have caught during that chukka, the daughter of Gumboot. It's always a great honour for any player and their groom to get the best playing pony. And when you're looking for the best attributes of a pony, you're not just looking for the fact that it can gallop fast. You've got to be able to see that the horse is brave in the ride-off, can stop, You don't go through the breaks. And also another big factor is you want it to be able to play 4 or 5 minutes. If you only play it 2 minutes, it's very difficult sometimes to see the quality of the horse. So stamina is a very important aspect. Speed, agility, and of course whether they can turn when you want them to.
The other big thing, Jamie, which is very, very important, whether it's polo, racing, show jumping, or any equine discipline, is temperament.
I knew you were going to say that about temperament. Temperament matters. That is why, and I'm going to say this quietly, most of the ponies on the field are mares.
Oh, well, okay, we'll say that then. We'll let you off at that one, Jamie. Right, ladies and gentlemen.
But as you know, Greg, this year, one of the features we've seen an awful lot is the stallions that have been played this year. Maybe,
fantastic.
Maybe 10 were played in the High Goal, and we've had Park Place had certainly 2 playing, Ecstasis for Andre Borodin and Tulipan for Juan Britos. For Barden, Matthias Machado was playing a grey stallion called Amagasso, and Michel Del Carril was playing a stallion called Wheat Tray in this Duke of Cornwall trophy.
Right, boys and girls at home, players coming out for the start of this second half, Duke of Cornwall Trophy, 5 to 3.5. Jamie, just quickly before the Monterosso team come out, the changes to the rules. For me, they've been amazing. Over the last 4 to 5 years, the game has really speeded up. The players are told by the umpires to get on with it, stop hanging around, and it's fantastic. Selfishly, from a commentator's point of view, it can bring the game to the people at home.
I totally agree, but for me, if I was asked to single out the single best change, for me, that's the sideline hitting. You know, in the past, there would be a roll-in, an awful melee. Now, ball out, you get 8 seconds, you've given it to the opposition, away you go. I think that's the best improvement.
Again, it just keeps the game flowing. There's no messing around. The player has to know that within that 8 seconds, he has to hit it. If not, the hit will go the other way. Right, the Monterosso team coming back out for the start of this second half. They pressured Ojo Caliente in the first part of the second chukka, and of course the latter part with the penalty by Del Carril. But as I said to you as well, that goal by Tyrone has really helped Ojo Caliente just to minimise that advance by Monterosso. 5 to 3.5 to score, 1.5 goal difference, and he won.
Just want to just quickly say that the horse that Richard Tyrone is on is that horse I was telling you about called Isaloo, which you said looked like it's a clipped horse. Belongs previously to Ollie Powell.
Goes forward, the ball with John Paul Clarkin. Didn't quite get the shot he wanted there, did he? Yeah, he got a little bit, no, not enough onto it. They can get this back here, and turning onto it, Ollie Cudmore has the ball. Monterosso take possession. Cudmore with Del Carril in behind him. It's he who now has control. Ollie will take away Johnny Good. Del Carril being pushed over there to the royal box by Johnny. Ball left behind by Cudmore again. Interlocking play between the pair. Clarkin is waiting. The hit by Cudmore sent downfield. Pressure again. Johnny will come across. Correction, is Richard Tyrone will try and come across. Get this in a defensive role here for Ojo Caliente. Look at this horse check and turn for Tyrone. They'll go forward. Will they? Clarkin's in behind. The ball down left for John Paul. Clarkin fires it out to the right, up to the right-hand side. Johnny Good, pinpoint perfect pass. Bassoni's there. The hit by Good across field. Anna Escobedo, so too is. Here comes Richard Tyrone. Will he play the big cut shot? No, he won't. He just checks up. He tries to bring it in field, but he lost control. The ball goes across field. Monterosso have possession again. Santos Merlos in there. So Merlos gets the little flick down the side of the board. He comes. The young boy here, Sebi's son, brings it forward. Still with Merlos. Looks to find it up, fire up there towards his teammate. That is Alessandro Bassoni. Bassoni is clear of the chasing Clarkin. Over the top, Bassoni. Clarkin on the near side. What a play by John Paul. He's under pressure by Santos in behind. Still with Clarkin. The next shot to boot. Superb by Clarkin. Coming forward will be Anna Escobedo. Gets a little bit onto that. Nice play by Anna. Infield she comes again. Escobedo. But in behind was Hero Del Carril. Near side probably was the shot. The whistle blows. The penalty, I will think, will go in favour of the team in white, Monterosso.
Have a look at it on the replay there. As you see, Anna Escobedo, unfortunately, just drifting in to take that play right ahead of Hero Del Carril. So the penalty will go from the spot. Hero Del Carril will take the strike. And looks like he's jumped onto a horse called Martinetta.
Del Carril brings it infield. Good as ever waiting. Cudmore cuts in behind again. Hero looking to go in there. Johnny has to be careful. Oh, John Paul nearly off his horse there. Just stumbled a little bit with him. Now Ollie Cudmore fires it downfield. Pressure here on the green team. Ojo Caliente. Right off is huge by Clarkin on Bassoni. Where's the backhand going over to the far side? Hard to see in this bright sunshine, but it's gone over the back line, out to the right-hand side and goes wide.
As you said there, good ride off from John Paul Clark, and he's on that horse I told you about, Lovelock's breeding, Limelight, chestnut with a big white face. Big ride out.
She got stuck in there, didn't she?
Did indeed.
Limelight. Tyrone from the back line. Out to his left for John Paul Clarkin. Over towards the clubhouse. Coming in, Santos Murlocs will look for a little backhand and gets a hold of it. And he's found it. Looks like Cudmore's up there. Going in there to defend it will be Tyrone. Clarkin's in there as well. They're all checking and turning. The ball turned around. Hard to see in this bright sunshine. Cudmore there again. Turning it on now. Del Carril trying to go... Correction, Santos trying to go forward. Del Carril's in behind. Oh, Del Carril has it. He might even have a go from here. Here comes the next shot. Del Carril. Goal is good. Hero Del Carril. More pressure on Occo Caliente. And Del Carril makes it 6 to Monterosso. 3.5 Occo Caliente. They're putting the pressure on, Jamie.
Yeah, just look at it here. The lovely balanced shot. Here comes the shot. Goes down away. And this is a pretty acute angle. And as you saw, perfectly balanced. Took the angle, probably 50 degrees that angle. Goal is good. Nicely.
Tyrone from the spot.
Nicely taken by Del
Comes in
Carril.
a little bit of pace. Horse looks a little bit fresh here. Richards wants to get on with the job. Merlos is waiting. He'll hustle Tyrone as much as he can and prevent him from going forward or slow him down. Maybe he was told to hit that, and I think that Tyrone may have given the penalty away. The players are warned by the umpire to use it, and when they don't, well, this is what happens. It's going to be a spot hit, Monterosso. This is the last thing Occo Caliente needed there, Jamie.
Was indeed. I'm just trying. You said you thought his horse was looking a bit fresh. I'm waiting for it to turn round. If it's got a white line, it's Paddy, and I'm pretty sure he has got back on Paddy, but he's got to have a white face. Can't see his face at the moment, Greg.
Del Carril will hit it. He's about 100 yards out, maybe a bit more. Don't be surprised if he doesn't have a go from this distance. 6 to 3.5 to score. 3.5 minutes remaining in the third chukka. Hero Del Carril. No, he decides to tap it forward. And as ever, now he sets himself up, fires it downfield, takes a little deflection. Johnny goes in with the ride-off. Needs a backhand here. Johnny good. Fires it across field. Little backhand, but it takes a little deflection. In comes Santos Merlos and company there with John Paul Clarkin. Merlos, clever, being pressured by Clarkin. Still Merlos. Can he go all the way? They're in a heap, going down there towards the goal. In comes, who's there? They go across. Tyrone gets the hit across field towards the far side, towards the clubhouse. Cudmore is there with Tyrone. Ball left behind. It'll be taken on now by Del Carril. He's been pressured by Johnny. Hero will try and bring it around. More pressure on Occo Caliente. Monterosso retain possession. Del Carril again, the pressure. Sent downfield, the ball out to the right-hand side. John Paul is there along the back line. Turning, they're looking for the foul. The whistle is silent. John Paul Clarkin, can they get something going here? Occo Caliente. They need one towards the end of this chukka. 2.5 minutes remaining. On the side they go. Now it is Tyrone, who's over there, clubhouse corner. Santos Merlos is there. He's been everywhere, hasn't he, young Santos? Still Tyrone. He's probably been told to use it by the umpire. And there's the hit upfield, trying to find John Paul. He's found his man. Clarkin will fire it again. Love to drive by Clarkin. Downfield. Here comes Tyrone coming through with a bit of pace. But the ball is left behind. In comes Santos. Checks, turns, brings it around. Helped out by him behind there by his teammate Del Carril. Johnny went in. Couldn't help himself. Del Carril and Cudmore were in behind. Whistle blows.
Should be able to get a good impression of that on the replay. Just watch it here. Going forward, and then you watch where Johnny Good comes in. There's the shot. There you see, Johnny Good had no play there. Came right across the right of way of Hero Del Carril. No play at all.
Spot white. Monterosso. The umpires have said play. Merlos and Del Carril on fresh bounce. The ball sent up there by Cudmore. Left behind, and here we go. There's 2 white shirts up there. Del Carril, I think, is offside, and it will, correction, Merlos is offside. It's Del Carril who'll walk this one through the goal. Oh, well, they were caught with their trousers down around their ankles on that play, Jamie. The goal is good from Hero Del Carril. It is now 7 goals to 3.5. Monterosso with a commanding advantage coming towards the latter part of this third chukka.
Well, Del Carril really showing his expertise. Just at the moment, They just can't seem to get their act together. No, they're just not working out quite, Occo Caliente, what Monterosso are doing. They're just all over them.
It's constant pressure. It's what it is, and they're making mistakes. And it's Monterosso with the call here. Backhand, Del Carril. Over to the side. Johnny Good tried to get it, didn't find it. Here comes Santos Merlos over by the Royal Box. He looked to fire it downfield. Going in there with Santos is Johnny. Backhand by Johnny is lofted. Nicely done. The ball will stay in play over in the far boards. Again, Del Carril sends it back to where it came from. They check and turn around the corner, and it is Bassoni, Alessandro Bassoni, looking to go through here. The ball left behind. They check and turn around again. Merlos, it looks like, has a piece of the action. So too Johnny Good is over there, helped out by Tyrone. They're under severe pressure here, this green team, and the whistle is blown again in Clubhouse Corner. What can you tell us, Mr. Hayward?
Well, let's have a look at that on the replay. Turning there. Green have possession. And it looks like White might have sandwiched the pair of them there. Have I got it right?
It's a spot green.
Oh, I think I got it right. Looked like they got a sandwich, Greg.
That makes a change, Jamie. Well done.
That's not very pleasant.
I'm pulling your leg, boy. The ball cut across field by Tyrone, looking to find Clocker. Now, can they get one back here? There's about 30 seconds remaining to the first two of this third chukka. The ball sent upfield by Clark and trying to find Johnny Good. In comes Merlos with a backhand. Takes a little deflection. The ball comes across field. Cudmore is there. So too Del Carril, and Cudmore goes forward. He's got to hit it here, Del Carril, and that's what he's done. He's fired high and up into the air. The distance not great into that. Coming in the backhand by, what a play by Richard. Tyrone turns it around again. But again, it is Santos Merlos who's there for his team. Monterosso, little backhand by Merlos. The first two is gone. 30 seconds remaining. They're over in the far boards. Del Carril in company with John Paul Clarkin. Has it gone over the side? No, it's still in. It's over the side. It'll be a free hit. 8 seconds will be counted by the umpire. The green team will have possession here. Here comes John Paul Clark, and he knows he's got to fire it upfield. Looks for a big one. It's along the ground. Tyrone is there. So too Bassoni. Tyrone's got to hit it. That he's done. He's trying to find Johnny Good. Good's in there. So too Del Carril. Del Carril will get there first. And there goes the second hooter of the third chukka, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it was all Monterosso in that chukka. They have a commanding advantage now going into the fourth and final chukka. It is Monterosso 7, Occo Caliente 3.5. They have a lot of work to do, Mr. Hayward. Occo Caliente. Oh, Major. Oh, he just reprimanded me. I didn't call him Major. So sorry, Jamie, old chap.
Well, considering that you worked for the military in the Polo for how many years, Greg? 10?
Jamie, 6 or 7.
Anyway, a long time ago. But it
ago.
was a great chukka there, as you said, for Monterosso. And effectively, they have a 4-goal lead, because even though it's 3.5, they've got to score 4, Occo Caliente. And they need to have a little bit of... They just seem to be a little bit all over the place. They don't seem to be working together and covering as the others come through.
But it's constant pressure on them, Jamie. As soon as they get the ball, there's someone there. And that young Santos Merlos, he's doing so much work off the ball and getting stuck in and not allowing Occo Caliente to settle.
Well, we get a chance to see all those replays. That was Bassoni going forward there. I think I've run out of trivia about the Duke of Cornwall and about the way we've gone, so I'm just going to leave you to enjoy those replays.
Jamie. He'll be out, he's changing his... You gotta hurry, Jamie. Camera's moving. You're rocking the boat. Right, ladies and gentlemen, players coming out for the start of the fourth and final chukka, and it will be the fourth and final chukka, as there's a half goal on the scoreboard. Now, 7-3.5. Ojo Caliente, let's not write these guys off just yet. If they get a couple of quick goals here, put a bit of pressure on Monterosso, well, as we've seen in the past, things in this magnificent game of polo can change very, very quickly. But it is Monterosso who will have the advantage with the hit in from their 60 to start this fourth chukka. Here we go. Hero del Carril. Lets it go upfield along the ground. Coming in will be John Paul Clarkin. Little backhand by Clarkin. Didn't get a hold of that. Did he get enough to find Johnny Good? No. In goes Cudmore. Over by the Royal Box. Anna's in there as well. Now it's taken on by Del Carril in behind. And there's a big drive by Del Carril, and Bassoni is clear here. Alessandro Bassoni, can he play the cut shot? Bassoni shoots over the top. He goes. Merlos, let's it go. Has he found the angle? Yes, he has, is the answer. And that is the perfect start to the fourth chukka for Monterosso. Oh my word, they were all going forward there initially by Caliente. Bassoni couldn't find it. Merlos, what a play by young Santos, 8-3.5.
Well, you get to see the opportunity there. Merlos came in, took the cut shot. Great play from him, and he's riding a mare in this chukka, a black mare called Pank, and I was telling you about that gelding of Hero del Carril's, Henyo, which he played in the first chukka. He's playing it again in this chukka.
Tyrone has given the ball away. Has he sold the farm? Going in with Clark, and so too Del Carril. The whistle is gone. Looks like it's going to be a green penalty. Del Carril thought he was okay there.
And we can see that one. I'm sure we can get a good chance. So as he turns, White goes in there. Yes. As you saw, Green had established themselves on the right of way. It was actually John Paul Clarkin who got that penalty. But at the time he was going in reverse, therefore it is a spot for them.
Tyrone takes it forward. Lets it go out to his left-hand side. John Paul's on the case, so too. Del Carril in there looking for the hook. They cancel each other out. And Escobedo with Bassoni gets a little touch onto it. Now it's taken on by Del Carril again. Just look at that horse. Stop, check, turn around. There's the drive across field by Del Carril looking to find teammate. Santos Merlos going back to defend it. There is Richard Tyrone. Merlos and Tyrone. He looks for the backhand. Can he get a hold of it? Yes, he can. He finds Clarkin, who has to take it across field. Do we have a whistle on the play? It looks like we do. Clarkin, and Del Carril was in there looking for it also. The umpires weren't impressed. The penalty is being given in favour of Monterosso. They're heading down to the green goal again. Oh, Jamie, pressure on Oco. Well, not what they wanted at the beginning of the fourth.
Just saw there, unfortunately, White absolutely established on the right of way, coming straight down on the halfway line. Last man coming through. I suspect that won't be a penalty 4. In fact, they have advanced it to a penalty 3. So when there is a penalty on the halfway line, if it's not particularly bad or there's lots of players in front of them, they will push it up to a 4. If, however, they're the last man coming through and they would have been clear, then they'll push it up. So in this case, they've advanced it up a notch. Penalty 3, 40 yards out.
Hero del Carril will bring this one, will hit this one.
And as I said to you, just again, on this gelding, I've really been impressed with this horse. First chukka, again in this chukka.
Del Carril, they can try and stop it, but he sent it high and he sent it straight. And he nearly takes the scoreboard out at the same time. Hero del Carril makes it number 9 for Monterosso. 3.5, Ojo Caliente. Boy, they have a mountain to climb now. It's looking pretty good here for the team in white. To hit out. Richard Tyrone, umpire drops the ball and says play. And again, as ever waiting, will be Santos Merlos. Boy, has he played well here this afternoon. The hit by Tyrone didn't quite get the distance to find John Paul, but he has to check and turn, bring it around. Ollie Cudmore's with him. Clarkin sends it downfield looking for Johnny. No correction, it's Tyrone. Infield as ever. Del Carril is back to defend. Clubhouse corner they go. Johnny, can he go in there? Johnny good. Angle shot. Johnny good. It's gone wide to the right hand side.
It was actually Richard Tyrone. The
Correction.
sunlight glinting on his helmet.
The sunlight, I beg your pardon. Well done, Jamie. Tyrone, I beg your pardon, Richard. Hit out Monterosso. Del Carril with the call. Again, another big drive. Just takes a little deflection there. Stopped. There it goes again. The ball sent over towards the Royal box. This time he gets a hold of it. And they're under pressure here. Tyrone going in there with Ollie Cudmore. Cudmore gets the first time hit downfield towards that goal. This Tyrone goes back to defend. He needs a backhand here. Or will he bring it around? Backhand Tyrone. Ollie read it well. Turns onto it sharpish. Checks. Brings it back in field. Along the back line he must go. Still with Ollie Cudmore. He might even have a go from distance here. Clarkin's in there trying to stop him. Merlos is there as well. So too Bassoni. They're all in there looking for a piece of the action. Desperation in defence. Merlos getting caught up there with Johnny Good. Johnny looking to try and get the ball away. They're still fighting here. Caliente. Here comes John Paul Clarkin. Ana Escobedo goes up there with Del Carril. Clarkin's on the call as well in behind. Backhand by Del Carril. Turns it around and will find teammate Ollie Cudmore. Cudmore trying to get the better of Tyrone, who is a quicker horse here. Cudmore just couldn't get the next drive downfield. Going in was Johnny Good on Cudmore. Tyrone was to the left-hand side. Whistle has blown.
Let's have a look at that one. I think you'll find he probably rode into the shot. Just watch it here. That's Richard Tyrone, Ollie Cudmore was going forward. He's on that chestnut ghetto I told you about before. And unfortunately, he rode into the shot of Ollie Cudmore. That's why looks like the penalties. Oh, maybe not. I thought he rode into the shot.
Well, Ollie's dismounted. I'm not too sure if he's happy with his horse. Of course, the vet on hand here, ladies and gentlemen, every time Polo is played, as are the paramedics, of course, for the players. But these wonderful animals, their welfare is paramount. Jamie, I need to say something serious here as well. If I have the attention of the viewers around the world, I would like to say, on behalf of the Polo community, ladies and gentlemen, a huge, huge thank you to all of the frontline staff, not just here in the wonderful NHS in England, but the frontline staff around the globe. This damn pandemic is not going away, and in actual fact, it's probably getting worse if you hear the news lately. And so we thank you all. We take our hats off to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody who are putting their lives on the line to stop us from getting ill, becoming ill. Jamie, do you concur?
Absolutely. And back in the end of May, when the Prince's Ground just behind us was inaugurated, £20,000 was generously gifted by Clive Reid on that opening day to two charities. One was the NHS and one was for a domestic violence charity.
Good on you, Clive Reid.
So I got it wrong. That's why I was a little worried, Greg, when I said he rode into the shot. But it may be that Ollie was actually turning across the right of way, making it look like he was riding into the shot.
Sport green, 9, 3.5. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Monterosso are looking pretty good for the Duke of Cornwall trophy. But these boys in green will not give up. And there's a huge, big, high, lofted drive by John Paul Clarkin. Downfield, he sends it. Johnny was looking for it, couldn't get a hold of it, just fell behind him. The backhand by Del Carril will find teammate Cudmore. Here comes Ollie. Down the centre he goes. In behind Merlos. Near side pick up by Ollie. Over there, Bassoni. Also, Clarkin's chasing him. To the far boards they go. Over the top from Bassoni. In comes Cudmore. Johnny's appealing in behind. Big ride off by Clarkin. Cudmore, good. Del Carril's there also. Good. Turns it. Gets a little touch forward. Left behind now for John Paul. John Paul upfield over the halfway line. Tyrone comes through from the back. Couldn't get a hold of it. And that's the way they've been going. Oh, the ball sent in field. Beg his pardon. Across field by Alessandro Bassoni. Play left behind again. And it will be Del Carril who turns it around. John Paul just checks up. Del Carril fires it upfield. He finds Cudmore in behind Johnny Good. Cudmore lets it go down there towards Santos Merlos. Richard Tyrone is back. The ball into the bottom right-hand corner. Tyrone needs a backhand here. Little open backhand by Tyrone looking to find Good. Didn't get much distance on that. He can come in his own line here, could Tyrone, and that's what he's done. All he thought he had a play in the ball. Tyrone was coming forward. The whistle is blown, and they will head up towards the halfway line. The penalty in favour of Caliente.
Well, you could see all that on the replay. As you said, the white player coming in, and then foul by white on green. Time ticking away, just 2 minutes to run, and they're still playing for it, but there's no way, unfortunately, that they're going to manage to rectify that difference. Really is, what is it now? 5.5 goals, so effectively 6, in order to get ahead.
But these boys are fighters, Johnny. Jamie, they'll keep on going, and it's great to see. You know, they're not just giving up willy-nilly. They'll keep on going. Yes, the horses will be saved, I'm sure, by Monterosso. There's no point in killing them now when they have such an advantage. But, you know, good on them, the green team, Occo Caliente. They're still having a go.
And John Paul looks like he's got onto an Australian chestnut of his called Impression. He has 2 chestnuts with white faces, Limelight that I told you about, but I think this is Impression, an Australian chestnut of his. Always gets difficult in the last chukka. People change their order depending on how much their ponies have played. And as I said, if you've got a grey or a black horse, then you can usually get it right. But the chestnuts and the bays in the last chukka become very difficult. So it'll be John Paul who'll take the strike.
But Jamie, it's been a wonderful tournament. The standard has been incredible throughout this whole year, really, and this Duke of Cornwall trophy, same standard throughout. Fantastic.
Well, some of the matches actually of the Duke of Cornwall, I'd have said, were every bit, if not better, than some of the Queen's Cup matches.
Agreed, 100%.
So there you go.
Clarkin, halfway. Looks for a big one. Upfield, he sends it to on the ground. Tyrone is there. Can he get one back? Can he get a touch? In comes Anna Escobedo. Little touch by Anna. I think she comes in again. Go on, girl. Anna Escobedo. Go on, Anna. Can she find it? It takes a little deflection. Santos Merlos is there. But I think he came across in front of Anna. And the whistle has blown. Have they got a penalty? The green team. I think they may have.
Let's have a look here.
Escobedo looked for all the world to me like she made that penalty for her team. Whatever the result here, she'll be a happy camper.
You're right there. Santos Merlos, like a little terrier, snuck in underneath Anna Escobedo. Penalty good for the green shirts of Ojo Caliente.
It will be Tyrone. Spot hit about 15 metres from the goal line, if that. It'll make the score a little bit more respectable. Less than 2 to play in the fourth. 9-3.5 as it stands. Tyrone for 9-4.5. No mistake from Richard, by Richard from there, that's for sure. The goal is good. Clock winds down. And Del Carril will bring it forward for Monterosso, who have been superb during the course of this, not just this tournament, but in this match. They really put it to the green team, pressuring them constantly as Del Carril restarts. Hero fires another big one out to his right hand side. Coming in, John Paul Clarkin. Backhand along the ground for Richard Tyrone. Tyrone taken on by Merlos. They check infield. Coming in, Ollie Cudmore checks, steals it away. Nice little play, little touch there. Now look at Merlos going forward. Here's the pass by Cudmore, who's on the quicker horse here. It'll be Tyrone, goes back down the side door. What a play by Merlos. Oh, did he get a hold of it? He got enough onto it to pressure him over to the far side. John Paul is there to help out Tyrone. He's taken on immediately by Ollie Cudmore. Correction, it is Del Carril. No, it's not. It's Cudmore. It's so hard to see in this bright sunshine. They're over in the far boards, and they made a bit of a mess of that. Now, Santos looking to go away there. Santos with Tyrone. Still there with Santos. Coming through Ollie, and Cudmore has the break. Can they make it double figures on the board here? Ollie Cudmore will seal the deal in the Duke of Cornwall trophy. That's exactly what he's done. It'll be Alessandro Bassoni who will pick up this prize here at the end of the contest, and Monterosso 10. Occo Caliente 4.5. Very good play, Cudmore and Merlos.
And look at the way that Cudmore came through. And he's riding a gelding homebred of his called Nevada. He's played that horse before. And there goes the final hooter. And as you heard from Greg, double figures for Monterosso. They made it to 10. Occo Caliente 4.5. It was a great contest. Commiserations to Occo Caliente, Anna Escobedo, Johnny Good, John Paul Clarkin and Richard Tyrone, who fought really hard throughout 5 matches. Got here, but in the end, the Monterosso machine of Alessandro Bassoni, Santos Merlos, Ollie Cudmore and Hero Del Carril just was a little bit too much for them.
Absolutely, and Jamie, I just want to say something else, and I want to say a huge thank you, and I'm going to unashamedly boast about Polo Cam now, because throughout the course of this season here, not just here, but in Cowdrey Park also, we covered the Cowdrey Park sponsored King Power Gold Cup, and we did all of the Queen's Cup, the Royal Windsor, the Phoenician Cup final, the 8-goal tournament, the Archie David, and well done to Guards Polo Club in conjunction with Polo Cam. I want to say a huge thank you to all the team back in South Africa, in Durban, in the editing studio. Greg Hughes and his boys back in Durban, well done fellas. I want to say a huge thank you to Rulo, our magical editor in Buenos Aires, who puts together all the fantastic edits you see on your screens. And I want to say a very, very special thank you to Sinead Powell, who is our camera lady. She has filmed the Gold Cup in Cowdrey, the Queen's Cup at Guards, the Royal Windsor, the Duke of Cornwall, and many other tournaments throughout the course of this season here at Guards. Sinead, fantastic. Well done. You deserve a huge medal. Jamie, what do you have to say?
Well, I'm going to sign out now because I'm actually going to play myself and leave you with the final words. But what I would like to say, Greg, is I totally agree with all those comments about Polo Cam. They've done a fantastic job. But what I'd also like to say, we're standing here Sunday, September the 20th. We're looking down over the Guards Polo Club fields. Every field looks magnificent. Yes, we've been blessed with an Indian summer, but Peter Savoboda and his team have done an amazing job. And I'm just very pleased for Monterosso. Alessandro Bassoni, the home team, he's stabled with his wife Suri down at Flemish Farm in the Guards Polo Club stables. So it's really nice for them on the concluding sort of medium goal tournament, although we've got the Nations Cup still to come, that it should go to the team of Monterosso, stabled at the Guards Polo Club stables.
Jamie, at the end of the day, the best team on the day won the contest, and that's all there is to it. Thank you so much, Jamie, for your input throughout the course of the season, and to E.B. Severide as well, and for today. But I think you want to say something else,
Well,
Jamie?
I was just going to say, we're standing here just looking at the Royal Box. You really couldn't want for a better setting. So I'm going to sign out now saying from the Royal Box here at Guards Polo Club, it's goodbye from me, but Greg will probably have the last say.
Jamie, thank you very much. And yes, at home, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our coverage. From everybody here at Polo Cam and the Guards Polo Club, thank you all. Ciao, ciao.
Bye, thank you.